Hello and welcome to our trading session. This is Cosmo Sichanga from CashFX Empire, and this is our weekly watch list. We're trying to look at how we're going to trade pertaining to this beginning week. Today being the 24th of January, Sunday 24th of January, looking into how we're going to trade as the week progresses. And on the list today we have only but a few pairs. We're basically going to be looking to trade Euro USD, Nasdaq 100, gold, as well as USD JPY, with some others that we've not much paid attention to, but these are best currencies of interest. We have Euro GBP, we have Euro USD, and USD JPY. These are our best currencies that we're going to look into this week that has just started. And to begin with, we're going to look into the dollar index. It's very important as a trader to analyze how the indices are actually playing out, so as you can have an overview of how the market will pan out in that particular week, especially now that we're starting a new week. We expect market to perform in a certain particular way, but no matter what happens, we know that direction has to be respected, structure has to be respected. If structure breaks, we expect a lot of happenings in the direction where price is actually broken structure too. So on the dollar index, we are coming from a breaking structure. This was very key structure that we saw market broke, and it went on continuing creating market structure highs until it made this bearish OB, and price fell to cross above, and price has now started retracing. But this retracement is simply a coming inside the range, and price will start seeking out liquidity, possible areas of demand, and support where it can possibly turn around and continue its upward trend that has been created by the break of these previous market structure highs. And I personally, I'm in anticipation of a very strong dollar this 2021. I don't know, but that's my anticipation, and that's my overview of how the dollar is going to pan out this particular year. And to start out that long-term buy, possibly we're looking for price to come back into this area. It's an area of very importance. We'll look to take out this market structure lower, and price will definitely seek to return if it has to maintain a possible bullish momentum, if what my anticipations are going to be true. And with regard to this, we're going to trade this the DXY is an inversely proportional character of the Euro USD. So if we'll be looking to sell the dollar index from this bearish OB, we expect to be buying Euro USD until the area of buying DXY. Ultimately, we'll start looking to sell Euro USD on a long-term basis. And first of all, before I even forget, whatever I'm giving out here as an information is simply my ideas of how I'm going to trade, and it doesn't mean that you're supposed to trade like me. Use whatever you have, to plan your trade and trade your plan. There's nothing more than that. These are just ideas of how I feel or how I think the market might play out, and these are just my personal view, nothing gospel truth about this. So plan your trade and trade what you plan. Exactly. So aside from that, we're looking at Euro GBP. I love using Euro GBP as an index in a way. I look at Euro GBP as an index for the pound and the euro. So looking at how when you run this from the monthly coming down to the weekly, you will discover that there's we're in an area of, possibly it is not a confirmed area yet, because I'm anticipating a drop into this area. That could be a very good confirmation. But even right where we are right now, there's something that has happened. There's been a break of this structure below here, and price has done some very, very profound work. We've seen liquidity being taken out and structure breaking to the upside. If this structure was to hold, we expect it to come down here, and we're going to buy price from here if it will hold. And these are just my thoughts, these are just what my trading plan is telling me, and that's what I'm going to do. And if we look down a time frame like the H1, we see how possibly this might pan out. This is how I'm looking at it right now. This is where I'm looking for price to come into, and when in this area, I'll look to buy price inside this area, and my entries are going to be possibly somewhere at these levels, inside these levels, and we're going to buy this area um, to wherever price will take us. So this is a possible, it's a possible 21 pips stop loss, and a possible 100 pips profit if price is going to hold. And this is what I'm looking to do this week coming. And not only am I going to trade this without any other confluence, because I'm looking at this bullish OB price, might possibly come to this bullish OB. Whichever the case will be, I'm looking to first of all wait for Monday to give me direction. Monday should give me direction possibly, and Tuesday as well. I expect the market to reverse some more Wednesdays and Thursdays. I just expect, like I said, these are just my thoughts. I'm speaking out my thoughts. I expect market to reverse on some more Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then I'll be looking to buy this. So before that, I'll be looking to sell this into this area. Then we can look for buy positions right in this area. This is for Euro GBP, and going out to NAS 100. NAS 100 has been creating new highs, and I have a lot of perspectives on NAS 100. First of all, we came from this area. I gave out the signal right here. Price has been creating, smashing the previous highs and creating new higher highs, but price has reached the critical stage right now. While we've seen a new high created, but price coming down and breaking structure to the downside. Not only that has happened, price is also being held up by a very good demand area. This is the area I'm looking into, and price came back to trade from. There was a very good setup. If you check the M1 right here, there's a very good buy position right here, and price though failed to break above the new market structure high and failed to break below the new market structure low. So these are very key areas that I'm looking into. Wherever price decides to break, that's what we're going to have as our weekly perspective. But for now, this is what we're looking at. There's a possibility of price. There's a possibility of price just a minute. There's a possibility of price just coming from here. Just a minute. There's a possibility of price coming from here going down. This is one possibility, but I also think price can play out in a manner like price can also play out like this, because where it is, when you check the M5, even the 1 hour, this is the 30 minutes, we are in an area of it's more of a demand area. So price can basically also do this to go on creating new market structure highs, but I don't expect it to continue for long. We can expect it to go down in this area, then continue down. Whatever the case will be, we'll be looking to trade in those directives. So this is what we're looking at as possible playouts. This is what we're looking at as possible playouts for now, as we expect market, as we waiting for market to open. This is what I'm looking into right now. And don't trade what I'm telling you. Trade what you have with your plan, and use this maybe in confluence with what you already know, because what I'm saying is just my thoughts and not anything related to gospel truth. So on gold, when I look at gold, I gave out a signal last time, like I showed you guys many of those in the channel. I told you how gold was going to play out, and I've been bullish on gold for like a long time, especially after I saw the drop that happened last time. When you look at the structure for gold, this is how the structure has been coming up. Price dropped, like there was this big drop right here, and then price went back into this range, failed to break this market structure high, and price just rallied down. But also, when you look at this rally, it was breaking the market structure lows, but when it reached in this area, this is a breakup. which is also in our definition an area of demand. And when I pull up my fibs, I'm looking at price having come back to an area of doing business, which is in confluence with this breaker, which is an area of demand. So for me, I'm anticipating, a bullish week for God. But prices don't move just like that in a straight line. We expect some accumulation happening, an accumulation of orders happening. That's why you've seen me putting, a possible return to this area. This is what we're going to do business from. And then when we buy this, we can possibly put just a stop losses down here. And if this fails to hold, we can also anticipate price coming back into this bullish OB. Then we can see if we can do business there. If price decides to go below here, then that's what price decides to do. We just follow what price tells us and align it with our trading plan. We don't move the market, we just want to trade with what the market is giving us. So basically, this is what I'm looking at on God. I'm anticipating a drop down in here, then we can look to buy this, back into this bearish OB with the possibility of breaking above. Anything is possible, anything is possible. But when you look at it on the weekly, when you start this chart on the weekly, yes, it's been a confirmed downtrend on the weekly, but when you look at the daily, the break of structure this break of structure here, the break of structure here are two key areas that I've been looking into, and most reasons why I'm looking to change my perspective, especially now that price is coming to this area and the price has fell to go below this area. A possibility of price reversing is there, but these are just ideas that I have. So go align this with what you have in your trading plan and stuff like that. So this is what I'm looking to trade on God. This is the daily, and we're going to anticipate some accumulation of orders down in this area. Even a possibility of taking out this previous weekly low is there, as well as the taking out of this previous weekly high is there. So we are in this range right now between this structure low and structure high. That is 1875, 779, as well as 1802.673. This is the range we're trading in for this week. Wherever price breaks, remember that's where it wants to go. Never should you object it. Wherever it breaks, that's where it wants to go. Respect what price tells you. So these are our thoughts on gold. And when you look at Euro USD, we're trading it in confluence with the DXY, like we've said. So if we were selling DXY, possibly going to be buying Euro USD, and we're only selling DXY to an area of previous area of doing business, which is buying area. So the moment we reach in that area, there will be possibility of Euro USD reaching in this area, which is a possible area of selling. This is just our bearish OB, and this being on a daily, it's going to be a very, very long week, and therefore we anticipate to come and sell this. Maybe, I don't know, possibly somewhere Wednesdays and Thursdays. I don't know. I usually have good trades on these days. That's why I love trading on such particular days. So this is where we're looking to come and trade from, and stuff like that. For USD JPY, that slight drop on the what's this on DXY. I love USD JPY for a moment, for a reason that it's got very clean price action. Like if you can see where I've been tracking price from a long time, and when price reached here, something happened, breaking structure, and price is trying to just come and seek some areas of liquidity, and we'll see price coming back in here. That's what my anticipation is. I was selling this last week, and I'm anticipating price to come back in this area, and we'll look to come and do business. And the business is simply the business of buying, possibly. But like I always say, this is just my thoughts, nothing else, no gospel truth. And why I'm looking forward to buying this USD JPY, like I told you, I anticipate the dollar to be stronger this particular year. We're going to find out sooner or later, but that's my thought. And when you look at the structure of USD JPY, there's so many weekly highs here, like some areas of liquidity that have been left on the upside, which market can't just let be like that. I've been tracking this for a longer period of time, and price has been on a downtrend, but we are going to anticipate anything but something bullish. But before we go bullish, we're going to seek some areas of liquidity down here, then we can look to buy this thing. But these are my thoughts once more. Don't trade what I'm telling you. Align this with your plan and your trading system. If they support, then yeah, you can trade what I'm planning. So this is how this is looking. I was selling this last week. The sale, first of all, the sale that happened in here, I saw this here, and then came out on this mega structure low, and I didn't want to be greedy, and then price came back in this range between this and this, between 103.326 and 104.083, and we're inside an area of previous selling, which is a supply area, and because of that I was selling this, and we've already seen that we're down in profit about this was a very small risk, about 10 pips risk, and we're already at 17.4 pips in profit. So that's what we're looking to do. We're waiting for price to possibly come in this area, then we'll look to buy this in confluence with what DXY will give us. So this is what I'm thinking on USD JPY, and these others are updated as we go on, but for now this is what I'm looking to trade this particular week, and I hope you get something something good out of this. And for those who are not in our channel yet, you can look forward to joining us, and for those who would love to learn how we trade, you can actually just join us also. But if you'd like to also check our work, you can just visit our Instagram page, which is at CashFX Empire Official, and that's our main Instagram page right now. And you can also join our Telegram via the link in bio, and you will be part of our community. For now, just click the like button and subscribe to the channel. So wishing you good luck, guys, wishing you blues and happy trading week. All the best as you trade this particular week. See you guys and enjoy your trading.